weather out on the front porch today, so this is where we'll be talking about Proverbs 19:5 today. And Proverbs 19:5 says, "A false witness will not go unpunished, and he who breathes out lies will not escape." Now, from when we're really little kids, we're taught that lying is wrong, or maybe we learned lying is okay as long as you get away with it. Now, of course, that's not true, right? God is very clear, from the beginning with the Israelites and even before. He does not appreciate lying. It's not in his character, and it's a sin, and we should not be people who lie. And we kind of know that generally, right? Hey, that's bad. We don't deceive people. But what sometimes is a little more acceptable are these kind of, lie adjacent behaviors, right? Well, I didn't lie. I just didn't exactly report the complete truth. I didn't lie. It's just that I told them I was going to be able to provide one thing, and I knew that we really were going to be able to provide close to that, but not quite. I didn't lie. It's just that if I report my real numbers, I'm going to fall way behind everybody else, right? There's always a rationalization for why we cannot use the truth. And pretty soon we can find ourselves doing what it says in this passage. We can be a person who breathes out lies, where it's a constant thing that's a part of our life because it's what we've found allows us to get through situations without experiencing pain that we might be afraid of. But Proverbs is really clear all throughout that this is not the way that we're supposed to be, and that what we're doing is setting up problems for ourselves down the line and for other people. We're going to cause issues. You're going to get caught in those things, right? You might imagine, well, look, it's going to be fine. Everybody's doing this, but God doesn't allow that. He's not going to allow somebody who's living by untruth, living by deception and lies to prosper in that. It might work out for a while, but over the long run, it really doesn't. And this is important for us to kind of catch early because this can be one of those things that kind of become a part of your personality a little bit. You can become known as the person, and it can start out as a nice thing, right? Like I said, there's a rationalization. Well, I'm not going to tell her what I really think, even though she asked for that information, because she might have her feelings hurt if I really told her what's going on. Okay, that's one way to look at it. But another way to consider it is it really the best choice to not speak the truth? Even if it's going to cause pain for a little bit to that person or to you, isn't speaking the truth always the godly thing to do? There's a kind way to speak the truth. There's a winsome way to speak the truth. There's a godly way to speak it. You can do it. But it's a choice that you have to make. And sometimes there's an easy choice there to not say the truth that can lead to this pattern that we might have of avoiding awkwardness or difficult conversations through avoiding the truth. It's not a pattern that we want to set in our lives at all. This might require us to change some of our learned behaviors, some of our learned strategies for success, right? If you've become the guy who can always kind of tell the boss what he wants to hear to get done what you want to get done, well, you're going to have to learn to change that, to be the guy who has a good reputation for speaking the truth even when it's not what the boss wants to hear. That's a better reputation to have. And Proverbs is really clear that you're going to be blessed if you set that standard in your life because you're obeying God and because you're going to see earthly blessings in it as well. So good reasons for us to learn not to be a person who gets in the habit of breathing out lies.